Good morning, students. Myself, Mrs. Savita Poojary, your English Miss, and today we'll be learning about in English the lesson number 12, Better Than Teeth. This is a story taken from a book, 40 More Tales, written by Stephen Southwood. So, most of his books are written for animals, animal based stories. So, this also is a story of animals. There are three hunters, a stoat, a weasel, and a polecat. Now, these all three they agreed to live together and share whatever they will hunt at night. They are the hunters, they hunt animals at night. So, they took possession of a deserted badger earth and having closed the exit, so they found one small hollow or a narrow passage in the mountains or in the jungle, and they set themselves to make it cozy. Cozy means make it comfortable. So while they were still hard at work, they were visited by a ferret. This is then another animal who wanted to join their family. Even he begged at them that please take me along with you. So the three agreed, and with the help of ferret, who worked hardest of all, they soon had their new home snug and comfortable. So for the time all went, four of them became very good friends. They hunted together and brought their captures home, and they ate them together, dividing it equally. Soon their den became very untidy and dirty. Why? Because these all four in the morning they used to sleep, and at night they used to go for hunting, and nobody is there at home to clean up the dirt. So now these three only would go hunting while the fourth stayed at home to tidy up. So they made a plan that from four of them, three will go for hunting and one will stay at home. So every day the turn comes that one person has to stay and tidy up the room. So they agreed to take their turns at his irksome. Irksome means it was a very difficult task to clean the house. In order that all should share and share alike, so everyone has to do that job. By day, the four slept together, and for they were all night hunters. Because they were night hunters, so they has to sleep in the morning, in the daytime. At dusk, three would set off and return again before the daybreak. This second plan did not last for long, as they soon tired of having to stay at home every fortnight. So everyone has to stay at home one day, so they were tired of that. Each one wanted to hunt, because hunting was their hobby. They used to enjoy hunting. They did not like to stay at home. So now they started thinking what to do now. So they sat talking it over very gloomily, when suddenly the whistle exclaimed. And suddenly whistle thought something. Why, how stupid we are. It's the servant we need. Means why are we are thinking so much? We can keep one servant. Whom shall we get? So they are thinking now whom we should make the servant. You can't beat a rabbit for a servant, growled the polecat. So polecat said, you cannot kill a rabbit for that. They are respectful, clean, and hardworking. That's true, agreed the other. While ferret added with a chuckle, and a rabbit does not like the food we eat. Means whatever we eat, that rabbit doesn't like. So he won't eat from us or steal from our food. So the very next evening they decided to capture one rabbit and make him the servant. So they caught one rabbit and brought the rabbit dragging to their house and told her that in future she was to be their servant. The poor rabbit, he was happy because he was not killed by them. So he agreed to remain as a servant in their house. So he promised to serve them faithfully well and you did better. So they all snarled at him, means they all stared at him and started saying very loudly that yes, you have to obey our orders. So the rabbit, however, was as good as his words, means whatever was told he is to do, and a very better servant that she has proved to be would have been hard to find. But the four hunters were not a bit grateful, means they did not care for the rabbit. They used to not give her enough food to eat. Moreover, they gave her so little leisure, little time to spend. Often she had no time to get anything to eat. And when she did go out for food, just before dawn and just after sunset, one of the four would accompany her so that she will not run away or escape. So always they hurried and bustled her and snapped and snarled at her. Means while that time also they used to not allow her to eat comfortably. Means they used to snap at her, they used to beat her, and she used to be afraid of them. So she used to not nibble more leaves. The rabbit grew thin and sick, means he was not getting enough food to eat. So she became very thin and sick and weary. She was always hungry and always tired. So she longed to escape, means she wanted to escape, but how? She tried once or twice, but she was not able to escape from her because the three of them were killers and they went hunting, leaving one at home as a guardian. So one used to remain behind to keep a watch on the rabbit. But the one of whose turn it was to stay at home did not mind, as he only rested and watched the rabbit work. So one evening, what happened just after the others had set off to hunt, the whistle, who was staying at home that night, closed his eyes for a short snap, means he went to sleep. The rabbit poked her head out of the hole for a breath of a fresh air. So as soon as she saw that the whistle is sleeping, so she put out her head from the hole, and with the faint hope in her heart that some clover leaves might be growing within reach so that she can nibble it fast, eat it fast. A hedgehog came waddling along and said very pleasantly to the rabbit, "Evening, long ears." So the hedgehog greeted rabbit. "Evening, good evening, long ears. Going for a little stroll?" "All," said the rabbit sadly. "Stroll are not for me. I am a servant with the four most cruel masters in the world. So I am a servant. I cannot go for stroll." And she told the friendly hedgehog how woeful tale, means how sadly, all her sad tale she told to hedgehog. The hedgehog bristled all his spines in sympathy. "I wouldn't put up with it," he snapped. "Shh," she made a sound. "You will wake the whistle. Don't speak so loudly." "So you will wake the whistle," whispered the rabbit fearfully. "You are too timid," went on hedgehog, means why you are getting so much afraid. "It's all very well for you to talk," said the rabbit, "but if you were their captive, you did do no more than I, for you are no fighter either. You are not a fighter." "So quite correct," chuckled the hedgehog. "I am not a fighter, I know." Means the rabbit is telling to the hedgehog that I am not a fighter, but I am something better than that. "What?" asked the rabbit. "I am a sitter tight," giggled the hedgehog. "And sitting tight in is better than fighting." Means the rabbit is telling to the rabbit, I am not a fighter, but I can sit tightly. And sitting tightly is better than fighting. "You are lucky to be able to," went on the rabbit gloomily. "But that doesn't help me. Now it will help me cheer up," said the hedgehog. "Perhaps my power to sit tight may be able to help you." Now tell me, do your masters ever stay at home all the same time? So Rabbit replied, well, yes, nearly always during the daytime. So during the daytime, all are there. They are in together and mostly asleep. Means in the daytime, all are sleeping. But I can't get away, at least the least noise awakens them. Means I cannot get out because even a slightest noise and they will wake up. But could you manage to slip out before they could stop you? Asked the hedgehog. Means at least you can run, you can slip out before they can catch you? Yes, replied the rabbit, but it would be of little use because they all run faster than me. So rabbit is telling, yes, it will be of no use because they all are fast runners and they would capture me again and kill me before I had gone a dozen hops. Now don't be so timid. Don't get afraid, continued the hedgehog. But trust me, tomorrow when they are all asleep, you slip out and leave the rest to brother hedgehog. Means I will help you out to escape from them. So tomorrow when all the four of them are sleeping, you just slip out and I will help you out, said the hedgehog. So the hedgehog then gave such a chuckle of laughter. So he laughed, and then the rabbit scurried back inside the den. So rabbit then fast he went inside the den lest the whistle would waken up for his nap from his nap. So for all her fears, however, the bold words of hedgehog gave rabbit little strength. Now she has to escape from these people. So she collected all her courage that on the morrow, when her masters were asleep, she slipped out. The noise awoke the sleepers. So as she slipped out, the noise of coming out of the hole awoke the sleepers. But before they could follow her, the hedgehog, what he did outside, he rolled himself. Now hedgehog is such type of animal, he can roll himself into a ball. And the spines are very stiff into a ball and wedged himself into the hole. So in front of hole he went and rolled over there. So the hunters, they were pricking their noses to come out against the hedgehog's spins, but they could not and they gave up the attempt to remove him and they began to dig around him. By the time they managed to get out, already the rabbit had vanished. And they turned furiously towards the hedgehog. Means they were so angry because their servant has ran away now, who still lay in the spinny ball. Now hedgehog is in a spinny ball. So no animal can kill hedgehog when it is in the form of ball because all spines are there. We will kill you for this. They snarled in the rage. Means so much angry they were that they started telling him that we will kill you. Kill away, giggled the hedgehog. So hedgehog also said, okay, kill away. Safely rolled up, kill away, my pretty ones. Don't let me stop you. We will have you when you unroll. So we will see you when you are unrolled. We will catch you and kill you, screamed the polecat. So I shouldn't be a bit surprised, replied the hedgehog. I am going off into my long sleep. So hedgehog is telling them that I will be going to a long sleep now. So you will keep on waiting for months so that I will come and you will kill me. I should think that you will get tired of waiting. So this is not true, for hedgehog sleeps only in the winter for months. But these savage hunters did not know about it. So they thought, now this hedgehog will go to sleep. And after growling and shouting at him, they went away to finish their sleep. So anyhow, rabbit was saved from these people, from these four hunters. Soon after, very cautiously, the hedgehog also unrolled himself and he saw that everything is clear and he also ran away from there. So after some nights later, hedgehog once met the rabbit whom he had saved, and she was very overwhelmed, very happy to see him, And she told him, "Thanks that you saved my life from these hunters." The hedgehog just chuckled, just laughed, gave a laugh, and said, "Don't mention it, your young long years, but remember that fighters don't always win." Means this time I won, but not always. Not always I cannot do it. So you don't mention it again. I wanted to save you, so I saved you from them. Even you were brave to slip out from them. So this is the story how Hedgehog saved the life of the rabbit from the four hunter animals. I hope you understood this story. Thank you.